Hello class 1 and welcome to today's maths lesson. In today's maths lesson we are going to be thinking all about number bonds. Now I want you to think, just pause for a moment, what is a number bond? Pause the video now and have a think before we come back together and discuss our idea. That's right, well done. A number bond is a number pair. It's two numbers that are added together to create a total. So we might find all of the number pairs or the number bonds to the number 5. So all of the different ways we can make the number 5. I know we're all really still with that. So in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at finding all of the number bonds, all of the different ways to make the number 10. Now, to help us do this, we're going to need some concrete resources. The first concrete resource that we're going to be using is a tens frame. Please don't worry if you don't have a tens frame at home, you can quite easily draw or make one. The second resource that you're going to need to use are counters. Now, counters are a concrete resource. We can hold them in our hands. These counters that I've got here are double-sided counters. On the one side, they are red, and on the other side, they are yellow. These are a great tool for helping us work systematically to find all of the different ways of making a number, so all of the different number bonds. If you don't have counters like this at home, that's absolutely fine. You could make some. So just draw circular-shaped objects and colour one side of them in red and the other side of them in yellow. Now, I mentioned previously that we are going to be working systematically to find all of the different ways of making the number 10. Now, what does systematically mean? It's a really big word. We might not understand the meaning of it. Pause the video now and just a grown up, and then we'll look at the answer together. Now, working systematically just means having a plan, having a way of making sure that we have solved all of the different ways of making the number 10. Now, if we're working systematically, we need to have a plan on how we're going to use the tens frame and the counters to be able to help us find all the possibilities. And I'm going to show you how we can work systematically using the counters and the tens frames now. Now, on the floor, you can see my tens frame. The first thing that I need to do is to place the amount of counters I need on my tens frame. Today, because we're looking at number bonds to 10, I need to place 10 counters on my tens frame. Now I've placed the amount of counters that I need on my tens frame, I'm going to say what I see. 10 blue counters add 0 green counters equals 10 counters altogether. I found the first way to make the number 10. Let's have a look at this pictorially together. Okay, so now I want to represent it pictorially. I know that I had 10 blue counters, so I'm going to draw that on my pictorial tens frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm quickly going to colour them in so I can see what colour they are. Now I've represented this pictorially, I want to write the abstract representation underneath. 10 blue counters add 0 green counters, because there aren't any on this number sentence. So 10 blue counters add 0 green counters equals 10 counters altogether. Now I've found the first way of making the number 10, let's have a look at the tens frame, turn a counter over and find the next way of making the number 10. Now, working systematically using the tens frame, I want to find the next way of making the number 10. So, to do this, I'm going to turn over one counter. Now I can see the next way of making the number 10. 9 blue counters add 1 green counter equals 10 counters altogether. Let's write this pictorially. Okay, so now I want to show the next way of making the number 10 pictorially. Now, I can see that from the tens frame that we looked at earlier, there were 9 blue counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1 green counter. So I know that 9 add 1 equals 10. To find the next possibility, I need to turn over another counter. Let's look at the tens frame. To find the next possibility, I need to turn over another counter, so I'm going to do that now. Now I can see that 8 blue counters add 2 green counters is the next way of making the number 10. Let's have a go at representing this pictorially. Okay, so on the tens frame, I saw 8 blue counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All blue counters, and there were 2 green counters. So from my pictorial representation, I can see that 8 blue counters add 2 green counters equals 10 counters altogether. So I found the next way of making the number 10. Using your counters and your tens frame to help you, I now want you to find all of the different ways to make the number 10. See if you can use the counters and the tens frame to work systematically to find all of the different ways to make the number 10. It does not matter what colour your counters are. They might be red and yellow, they might be blue and green. That's absolutely fine. All we need is to make sure that they are 2 different colours. You can choose whatever colours they are going to be. If you are making your own counters or you're using the counters that we use in school, they will be red and yellow. If not, it is totally up to you. It really doesn't matter what colour they are. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of your hard work in today's maths lesson. Thank you.